Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Before I make the actual announcement, this is a sort of information which requires a prelude. One of the greatest saints of our country, philosopher, the kind of impact that he has had over the entire realm of the knowledge traditions, the great saint is Adi Shankaracharya. There is a short verse which tells about the life of Shankaracharya in a very, very succinct way. Ashtame Chaturo Vedaha. At the age of 8, he mastered all the 4 Vedas. Dvadashe Sarva Shastravit. At the age of 12, he completed his studies of all the various branches of knowledge. Shodashe Kritavan Bhashyam. At the age of 16, he completed his life work, for which he is known forever, immortally recognized, his commentaries over the Prasthanatraya, the Upanishads, the Bhagavad Gita, the Brahma Sutra. Shodashe Kritavan Bhashyam. Dva Trimshe Munihi Abhyagat. At the age of 32, he completed his life work and he receded back from where he came to the immortal spirit. The entire verse again, Ashtame Chaturo Veda, Dvadashe Sarva Shastravit, Shodashe Kritavan Bhashyam, Dvatrimshe Munihi Abhyagat. The greatness of Adi Shankaracharya is not just in his works over the Upanishads, the Bhagavad Gita and the Brahma Sutra. Adi Shankaracharya also was a great national integrator. At that time, he could think of, at Pashupatinath temple, Nambudiri Brahmins from Kerala, he took there for them to be the priests. And Rameshwaram, he gets people from north, there, Nepal, here to become priests. What kind of thinking? Travel the length and breadth of the country at least twice and won over people's thinking towards the Vedic tradition by the sheer force of his knowledge, sheer force of his ability to convince others to thought, and through the power of love, which I think is not much understood. Because you cannot convince everybody just by your intellect. Yes, intellect is a must, but mere intellect is not sufficient. To carry people in your fold, what is required is an enormous amount of pure, tender, true, caring love for the other person. Otherwise, how would you convince the other person? Please follow this is good for you. This is Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya. And the beauty of Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth is that our university is located right at the birth, not state alone, not right at the birth district, not that alone, not right at the birth village, not that alone, but right at his very birth home. Now, my dear young friends and all of you seated here, there, here, please tell me, how did that happen? How did that happen? It is not something which can happen by pre-planning. It is not something you can strategize and make it happen. It is not something which you can do with human effort. Well, of course, human effort is required for everything, but that alone is not sufficient. I think there has been a great cosmic plan that the institution which serves the life, the message, and the teachings of Adi Shankaracharya in a very strong and potent way, committing itself to that knowledge and teaching, that should take care of Bhagavan Shankaracharya's home. Bhagavan Shankaracharya's home came to Chinmaya mission, I think, by the sheer will of Bhagavan Shankaracharya. Many times people, yes, you can clap, no problem. Many times people ask this question, Swamiji, why don't you popularize this place? They ask this question. Why don't you tell everybody, make a propaganda that this is the birth home of Adi Shankaracharya? Well, sometimes people ask, how do you say Swamiji is the birth home? Because Kaladi is well known as a birth home, you see. A lady goes to her mother's home for delivery. A lady goes to her mother's home. Kaladi's glory and greatness as a father's place ever remains. But just because sun is glorious does not mean moon is not glorious. The sun and the moon both have their own place in the cosmic plan. The lady goes to her mother's home for delivery, and that's how Adi Shankaracharya's mother Aryamba came to her mother's home here. We call it as Ammat, the mother's home. And there we have this great joy of Bhagavan Sri Shankaracharya having born here. The Upanayana of Shankaracharya was performed here. The Vidyarambha of Shankaracharya was performed here. And this place is called, this village is called Veliyanadu. Veliya means velicham, light. Veliyanadu. And this whole place where we are, this entire place is called Piravam, the place of birth. And the place, that place, the father's place, is called Kal Adi, the place where he put his foot. When he was walking, he put his foot there. But when he was born here. We're immensely grateful to our Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmayananji, who identified this place in the sense when it was brought to his attention that such a place is there. Gurudev said he was not keeping well at that time. He was in a wheelchair. They said, Swamiji, you don't know, I have to go there, see there. Came here, he saw the place. The founding trustee are all here, Rajanji and all. Aparavji also is here. I remember Rajanji telling me when Pujya Gurudev was about to get in the chair and they're going to take him on the wheelchair, Gurudev said, no, let my footprints be here. And he walked around the place. This sacred place of Shankaracharya's birth, discovered to us by Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmayananji, wherein we are established here. I don't think there can be any greater blessing for the university than to be established in the birth home of the greatest possible saint of our time. I can't say for all times, Sri Shankaracharya. And today, very, very glad to inform you all about the announcement of the endowment chair, Adi Shankaracharya for Advaita Vedanta. The occupant, I'm sure when I'm sitting in an audience like this, when I say chair, it means what? The occupant of this chair will direct intensive and innovative research in Advaita Vedanta and bring new perspectives in the understanding of the universal vision of Advaita. I would like to speak about this universal vision of Advaita. Universal vision. If at all there is a vision of oneness, the vision of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, Yatra Vishwam Bhavati Eka Needam, The whole universe is one family, where all of us are one children of a same nest. There's one philosophy which really practically showed and practically says it is true, and that is Advaita Vedanta. Advaita Vedanta is not a talking philosophy. It is not just a feeling philosophy. It is a very practicing philosophy. When Shankaracharya could say, Jati Niti Kula Gotra Duragam Nama Rupa Guna Dosha Varjitam Desha Kala Vishayati Vartiyat Brahma Tattvamasi Bhava Yatmani, bringing all of us together and uniting us as one single garland, where each of us are one flowers, but the garland is one. If a philosophy which can bring the whole world together, which is an absolute must for this fighting, garrulous, quarrelsome world, that philosophy and thought is that of Adi Shankaracharya. Chinmaya mission, founded on the principles of Advaita Vedanta, on the thoughts of Bhagavan Shankaracharya, sharing around the world those thoughts, establishing this Chinmaya Vishwa Vidyapeeth, the first chair, Adi Shankaracharya for Advaita Vedanta. The person who is occupying the chair would also formulate and undertake research projects, identify pertinent findings for both practical use of Advaita Vedanta in contemporary world, as well as go deep into the aspects of research and bring out precious thoughts hidden in the realm of Advaita Vedanta. Design innovative courses and material including textbooks for teaching Advaita Vedanta and its applications today, publish research papers in reputed academic journals, articles in newspapers and magazines, organize seminars, conferences, research scholars meet, etc., and so on and so forth. There are a lot of things which are mentioned here, what the chair would do. And we are also very, very happy that at least two of them who are sponsoring this Advaita chair, Adi Shankara chair for Advaita Vedanta, are present with us. This has been made possible by the munificent contribution of Sri Anand Sharma ji, Meera ji, and Dr. Raghu ji and Geeta ji. They are all members of the Chinmaya mission. They all studied Vedanta under Pujya Guruji, Swami Tejomanji in our Sandipni Sadhanalaya, and Anandji, and they have been deeply committed to CIF with a lovely contribution many, many times they have offered. And I'm very happy that devotees of Gurudev have come together to sponsor this chair for Adi Shankaracharya, and history and posterity will remember you all forever. There are lots of people who are watching this program online around the world. There are many, many chairs you can offer. Please remember, Chinmaya University is dedicated to bring out the precious wisdom of Indian knowledge tradition and share with the whole world. If you are committed to Indian knowledge tradition and if you want to support, there is an opportunity. This opportunity does not come. An opportunity to serve is a very rare opportunity. An opportunity to give, an opportunity to contribute, and an opportunity to be part of a great vision of a great master is something very uniquely available to a few rare people. Be those. There's a great cause. There's a great calling. We all can join together and do something wonderful for our nation and something very beautiful for the whole world. Let's do it.